I earned my degree online at Arizona State University. I chose to get my degree at ASU because I knew that I'd get a quality education, they were recognized for excellence, and that I would be prepared for the workforce upon graduating. To be associated with ASU, both as a student and alum, it makes me extremely proud, and having experienced the program, I know now that I'm set up for success. Learn more at asuonline.asu.edu.
All right, let's dive in. Today we're heading to a city, well, it's a city that's twice as interesting as its size might suggest. Texarkana.
Texarkana.
Yep, Texarkana. You know, you might be thinking Twin Cities, right?
Yeah, like a Kansas City sort of thing.
Exactly. It's got that Kansas City, Minneapolis, St. Paul vibe going on, but Texarkana, it brings its own unique flavor to the table. You know, you've got a whole mix of sources here.
Oh, okay.
Historical accounts, some city overviews, even some pop culture references to sift through.
That sounds fun.
Oh, it is. By the end of this deep dive, you'll not only know Texarkana's story, but you'll understand why this seemingly minor city, it actually has a major impact on its region.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What makes Texarkana so special then?
Well, it's more than just being split by a border, right? It actually embodies this duality.
Duality?
Yeah, two states, separate administrations, but one community.
Huh. How does that even work?
Oh, it's a great question. It all started back in 1873, right smack in the middle of, railroad expansion fever.
Oh, yeah, railroads everywhere back then.
Picture this, okay? Bustling railroad junction where Texas, Arkansas, and nearby Louisiana all converge.
Wow, that's quite a meeting point.
They even combine the names.
Really?
Yeah. How clever is that?
Texarkana.
Bam! Texarkana is born. Instant boom town.
Makes sense, with the railroads and all.
Oh, and that railroad history, it's key. It wasn't just about, like, a cool name. This was a pivotal moment in the development of the entire American Southwest. Texarkana's location made it, like, this vital hub for trade and transportation. It instantly put it on the map.
And I bet that location on the state line made things even more interesting.
Absolutely. Imagine this. Okay, living your life where crossing the street takes you to a different state.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, that's State Line Avenue. It's the literal dividing line running right through Texarkana. Talk about a unique way to run errands.
That's pretty wild.
It is, but think about it. It's not just like a geographical quirk, Yeah. It creates this really complex social fabric.
Right, with two different states.
Exactly. You have separate governments, different city administrations, even different school districts, all existing within this one community.
So it's like a real-life experiment in how shared identity can work.
Exactly. Twice as nice, right?
Twice as nice.
It's a Texarkana thing.
Okay, I like it.
Though things haven't always been so rosy, We've got to talk about the elephant in the room, or rather, the phantom in the park.
What do you mean?
1946. The Phantom Killer.
Oh, wow. I've heard about this.
Unsolved murders, a masked assailant, lovers' lanes shrouded in fear. Texarkana became the town that dreaded sundown.
Yeah, I remember that.
And the impact of those events, even though unsolved, it's still felt today. Think about how this chilling experience shaped the community's psyche. It became a part of local folklore, woven into the very fabric of Texarkana's identity.
Wow, it must have been terrifying.
Yeah, it's heavy stuff. And it even inspired a 1976 cult classic film.
Oh, yeah, the movie.
They still screen it annually in Spring Lake Park. Talk about owning your history, even the spooky parts. But let's be clear. Okay, Texarkana, it's far more than just a spooky tale.
Right. There's got to be more to it than that.
Oh, way more. Reducing it to just a dying mall town narrative, which is so common these days, it misses the mark entirely.
So what else is there?
Well, Texarkana, it's full of life and energy. It's got a diverse economy. It's rich in culture, and it has this real spirit of resilience.
Okay, so let's talk about that. What makes Texarkana so resilient?
Well, let's start with some local heroes, shall we? First up, Truman Arnold.
Truman Arnold, the name rings a bell.
You might not know his name, but he's a textbook example of local success making good.
Okay, fill me in.
Petroleum industry, huge success, but what really makes him stand out is his incredible philanthropy.
Philanthropy, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah, and it wasn't just, like, generic philanthropy, He was hyper-focused on Texarkana.
Oh, that's even better.
We're talking about funding specific projects, establishing institutions, things thing that would have a lasting positive impact on his community. He understood the power of investing in his hometown.
So he was really giving back to his roots.
Exactly. And then there's the big name everyone does know, Ross Perot.
Ross Perot. Wow, yeah. Everyone knows him. Billionaire, presidential candidate.
The whole 9 yards. But tie him back to Texarkana, and you get the Perot Theater.
Oh, the Perot Theater.
Yeah, it's a restored architectural gem that wouldn't exist without his investment.
That's quite a legacy.
It is. And this wasn't just about slapping his name on a building, you know. The Perot Theater, it revitalized downtown. It became a centerpiece of the local art scene, a real anchor for cultural activity.
So it had this ripple effect, revitalizing the whole area.
Exactly. That's the impact of investing in the arts. So we've got spooky history, economic ups and downs, homegrown heroes.
Sounds like a pretty well-rounded city so far.
It is. But what about just kicking back and enjoying the outdoors?
Oh, yeah. Does Texarkana have any of that?
Texarkana has a surprising amount of green space. We're talking Spring Lake, Bringle Lake, Bobby Ferguson Park.
Parks? That's great.
And what's interesting is that they're not just cookie-cutter parks, you know. Each one caters to a different vibe.
Oh, okay. I see.
Right. So Spring Lake, that's where they screen those movies in the park, including that film.
Oh, the Phantom Killer one.
You got it. Bringle Lake, that's all about picturesque views, kayaking, you know, getting your nature fix.
Sounds peaceful.
It is. And then Bobby Ferguson Park, that's more of that classic community gathering spot.
So a park for every mood.
Pretty much. It shows a real commitment to creating diverse recreational opportunities. You know, it's not just about having parks. It's about making sure everyone has a space that suits their style.
I like that.
Now, are you ready for some friendly rivalry?
Was this where Twice as Nice comes back?
You bet. Nowhere is it more evident than in Texarkana's high school scene.
High school rivalry,
Yes.
classic.
Oh, yeah. We're talking Liberty ILO, Texas High, Arkansas High, Pleasant Grove.
Whoa, a lot of schools.
Each school has its own dedicated fan base, creating these legendary cross-state rivalries.
So even the rivalries are twice as nice.
Exactly. And what stands out is that despite the fierce competition, it's all rooted in this shared love for their community.
It's almost like it brings them closer together.
It does. It's a classic example of how sports can unite people, even across those state lines.
I can definitely see that. Sports have a way of doing that.
And of course, we can't talk about Texarkana high school rivalries without mentioning football.
Oh, of course not. This is Texas and Arkansas.
It's huge EE here. Every Friday night, those stadiums are packed, regardless of which side of the state line you're on. That shared passion, it's truly something special.
It sounds like a real community event.
It is. It's a testament to the power of tradition and shared experience. You can feel the energy, the sense of belonging under those Friday night lights. Football in Texarkana, it's more than just a game, you know. It's a cultural touchstone.
That's a great way to put it.
Now to bring things full circle, let's head back to those rails. Remember, Texarkana's birth was tied to the railroad, and today a beautiful reminder of that legacy still stands, the Texarkana Union Station.
Union Station, oh.
Yeah, and it's more than just a building, you know. It's a symbol of how Texarkana connected to the broader story of American expansion. That era of railroads really was transformative, and this station is a tangible link to that past. We've barely scratched the surface, and Texarkana is already proving to be a city packed with intriguing stories and unique character. From spooky tales to homegrown heroes, from state line quirks to high school rivalries, this minor city, it's defying expectations at every turn.
You're really painting a vivid picture here.
And it just keeps getting better. We've got so much more to uncover about Texarkana.
Well, let's get to it then. I can't wait to hear more.
I knew you'd say that.
You know, it really is remarkable how Texarkana's story is like interwoven with these broader historical trends.
Oh, absolutely. It's like a microcosm of American history unfolding right there on that state line. But let's not forget about the people who make Texarkana what it is today. You know?
All right, the heart and soul of the city.
Exactly. We've talked about those prominent figures like Truman Arnold and Ross Perot, but it's the everyday residents, those individual stories that create the vibrant tapestry of Texarkana.
Yeah, it's the everyday folks who bring a place to life.
Exactly. And that's what makes this city so compelling, you know. It's a place where those individual threads weave together to create this rich and complex community fabric.
And it must have some pretty interesting stories woven into that fabric.
Oh, you bet. Think about the generations, right? The generations who've called Texarkana home, witnessing its growth, its challenges, its triumphs. It speaks volumes about the enduring spirit of this city.
It's like a living testament to the city's resilience.
And speaking of spirit, did we mention Texarkana's motto is twice as nice? It's not just a catchy phrase, you know. It reflects a genuine sense of pride and unity that you feel throughout the city.
So they really own that duality, huh?
Oh, yeah. It's almost like that duality. Rather than dividing them, it actually becomes a source of strength.
That's pretty powerful.
It underscores this idea that embracing differences can lead to a more vibrant and resilient community.
And that twice as nice thing, does that go beyond just the city itself?
Oh, absolutely. It extends beyond just the city limits. Texarkana is a regional hub, you know, drawing people from all the surrounding areas. Think shopping, dining, entertainment, cultural attractions. It's a magnet for the entire region.
So it's kind of like a central point for the whole area.
Exactly. And it's fascinating to consider how Texarkana's influence, it ripples outwards, shaping the economic and social landscape of the surrounding area.
So even smaller cities can have this big impact.
Absolutely. It reminds us to think about the interconnectedness of things, you know, how one place can play a surprisingly significant role within a larger context. Now, let's talk about education. Okay, we touched on the high school rivalries, but there's more to the story than just Friday Night Lights.
Right, there's got to be more to it than just sports.
Texarkana College, it's been a cornerstone of higher education in the region for almost a century, providing affordable and accessible education, opening doors for so many people.
That's huge. Education can really change lives.
It can. And Texarkana College, it's played this vital role in workforce development, equipping people for a wide range of careers. It's a direct contributor to the economic vitality of the area.
So they're really investing in the future of the region.
Exactly. And then you've got Texas A&M University, Texarkana. Its arrival, it brought even more educational and cultural opportunities to the region, attracting students and faculty from diverse backgrounds.
Wow, so it's really become an educational hub.
It has. The growth of these institutions, it speaks to a commitment to the future, you know? Texarkana is actively investing in its residents, fostering a well-educated workforce and contributing to the overall growth of the area. Now close your eyes for a second and imagine yourself strolling through downtown Texarkana on a sunny afternoon.
Okay, let me picture it.
What do you see? What do you hear?
Well, I see this charming blend of historic architecture alongside bustling local businesses.
Yes.
The sidewalks are alive with activity.
Yeah.
You got that friendly small town vibe, you know.
Yeah.
People, they greet each other on the street.
You got it. And amidst all that hustle and bustle, you find these pockets of tranquility in Texarkana's parks. We talked about Spring Lake and Bringle Lake.
Yeah.
But there's also Bobby Ferguson Park, perfect for family gatherings or just enjoying a quiet afternoon outdoors.
Those parks really add to the charm of a city.
They do. They become more than just green spaces, you know. They're vital community hubs. They foster connections, encourage a sense of belonging, and provide opportunities for shared experiences.
Shared experiences, that's what it's all about.
And speaking of shared experiences, Texarkana knows how to throw a party.
Oh, really?
Their annual events are a testament to the vibrant community spirit. You've got the Texarkana Mardi Gras celebration, the Four States Fair and rodeo, always something happening to bring folks together.
Sounds like a lively place.
Oh, it is. And these events, they showcase this unique blend of cultures and traditions that makes Texarkana so special.
That's really cool.
It reinforces this idea that even with a state line running through it, there's a strong sense of shared identity and belonging.
So the state line doesn't divide them, it brings them together.
Exactly. And we can't forget about the music.
Music.
From live music venues featuring local talent to the grand performances at the Perot Theater. There's something for everyone's taste.
I love that. A city with a good music scene.
Oh, yeah. And that Perot Theater, it really is a gem. It's a testament to Texarkana's commitment to preserving its history while also creating a platform for the arts to flourish.
It sounds like they found a great balance there.
They have. It's incredible how a restored architectural masterpiece can become a symbol of a city's cultural renaissance, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. It's inspiring.
Speaking of growth, Texarkana has faced its fair share of economic challenges, especially with the decline of traditional retail like Central Mall. It's a story we've seen play out across the country.
Yeah, those malls have been struggling.
As shopping habits evolve and online commerce takes center stage, those traditional retail centers have struggled, but Texarkana has shown a real knack for adapting to these changes, you know.
So they're not just giving up.
Nope. They haven't just sat back and accepted the status quo. The city's been proactive in diversifying its economy, attracting new businesses, and fostering entrepreneurship.
That's encouraging to hear.
It is. It's encouraging to see how Texarkana is embracing innovation and seeking out new opportunities for growth.
Oh, that's it.
It speaks to a real commitment to creating a vibrant future for its residents.
As we wrap up this part of our deep dive, it's time to reflect on what we've learned about Texarkana. What stands out to you as the most compelling aspect of this twice as nice city?
That's a good question. I think for me, it's that incredible sense of community that shines through, even with the state line dividing it.
Yeah, I agree. Texarkana is a place where people genuinely come together to celebrate their shared heritage, support local businesses, and create this truly welcoming atmosphere.
I completely agree. There's this palpable sense of pride and belonging that permeates the city. Residents embrace their history, their quirks, their traditions, and in doing so, they create a truly special place to call home.
It's like they've turned their quirks into strengths.
Exactly. And it's a great reminder that some of the most fascinating stories are often found in the places we least expect, you know? Texarkana might not be a major metropolis, but it's a testament to the fact that big hearts and rich histories can be found in every corner of America.
Well said. It really makes you want to visit.
It does. And Texarkana's story, it's far from over. It'll be fascinating to see how this twice as nice city continues to evolve in the years to come. You know, when you hear Twin Cities, you might picture those big metro areas like Kansas City or Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Right, those sprawling urban landscapes.
But Texarkana shows us that this whole Twin City thing, it can thrive on a smaller scale. With its own unique charm and impact.
Yeah, it really challenges our assumptions about what a city can be.
It does.
It defies easy categorization.
Yeah.
Embracing both its Texas and Arkansas sides while forging its own distinct path.
It's like a reminder that sometimes the most interesting places are those that don't fit neatly into a box, you know?
Yeah, the ones that make you think.
They make us rethink our preconceived notions and appreciate the beauty of complexity.
Exactly. And Texarkana's story, it really highlights the power of place, how a specific location with its history, its geography, and the people who call it home, it can shape a truly unique identity.
Think about it. Texarkana was born from this convergence of railroads, state lines, cultures. It's a real-life example of how the most interesting things often happen at those intersections.
Right, where different forces collide.
Exactly.
And those intersections, they often create this dynamic tension, you know, a push and pull that can lead to incredible innovation and creativity. Texarkana's ability to navigate that tension is a testament to its resilience.
Oh, and that resilience, it's everywhere you look in Texarkana, you know, and how they've adapted to economic shifts, embraced their spooky past, and fostered such a strong sense of community. It's a city that's constantly evolving while staying true to its roots.
The delicate balance, for sure.
It is, and this raises an interesting question. What can we learn from Texarkana's example? How can other communities, regardless of their size or location, how can they cultivate that same spirit of resilience and adaptability?
That's a great question. And it's one that I think we can all benefit from pondering.
It is. What aspects of Texarkana's story resonate with you, our listeners? What lessons can you apply to your own community or your own personal journey?
It's something to think about, for sure.
It is.
Maybe it's the importance of embracing duality.
Yeah.
You know, finding strength in differences and recognizing that our identities are often shaped by multiple influences.
Or maybe it's the power of community. Of coming together to celebrate shared traditions and support each other through through tough times.
I think there's a lot to learn from Texarkana's story.
There is. Whatever you take away from this deep dive, we hope it's sparked your curiosity and inspired you to look closer at the world around you. Sometimes the most fascinating stories are hidden in plain sight, just waiting to be discovered.
So as we wrap up our exploration of Texarkana, we leave you with this final thought-provoking question.
Ooh, I like this.
Knowing how Texarkana thrives on being twice as nice, what other examples can you think of where embracing duality creates strength?
Great question.
Whether it's in your own life, your community, or even on a global scale, we encourage you to seek out those intersections where differences converge and create something truly remarkable.
Well said. Until next time, keep diving.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.